Did you know that during the 1890s, a branch of Art Nouveau arose in Germany called Jugendstil and was pioneered by Henry van der Velde? During the 1890s, a branch of Art Nouveau arose in Germany called Jugendstil. Mulgrave, Harry and Francis said in their book Modern Architectural Theory, a Historical Survey, only by looking at the realist movement can one understand the ideological complexities of Jugendstil, Vienna Succession, and Art Nouveau movements of the second half of the 1890s. This movement, which can be split into two halves, before and after the 1900s, was heavily influenced by European and Japanese art. However, as said, once again by Mulgrave and Harry and Francis, with the success of Henry van der Velde after 1895, it would take on another face. Henry van der Velde. He was a Belgian architect born in 1863. Henry van der Velde studied art and painting in Antwerp in 1880, and Henry van der Velde in 1893 produced a piece of art called The Angel's Watch, which, in his own essay called De l'appartement d'art, that he wrote, very neatly describes Henry van der Velde's view on new art or Art Nouveau. In his writings and designs, he discusses fighting against the copying and reproduction of style, the moral argument of quality in the industrial production of furniture. As Elie George Haddad said about Henry van der Velde, the battle of styles must eventually lead to their sublimation by the unique style. It was this unique style that van der Velde thought would be, for the 20th century, new culture and new man. House Schulenburg, as designed by Henry van der Velde in 1913 and 1915, was to be his most outstanding example of Gesamtkunstwerk, or total artwork. Van der Velde designed the building in its entirety. The entry halls and main staircases were made of elm wood with brass detailing, and he continued to improve on the building, finishing construction and organization of the garden in 19. The interior lower halls, lower half, are covered by a wood panel, and the rest of the area is white. The original furniture would have had matching wood for the legs of the furniture, as well as other decorative details. The music salon had a wood panel trim that ran around the room. It had sculpted columns that framed gold wallpaper, and the furniture within that room shares the same wood as those panels and other drawers or decorative elements. Every room and everything in a room harmonizes together. Van der Velde went so far as to curate which artists' paintings were chosen and where they would be hung.